All right, Ian. Speaking of overpriced, trashy games that collectors like, we had a Stadium Events discovery. This is like the new age of gaming Aquarius this year. Finding NWC cards willy nilly, and finding a Stadium Events. This comes from our favorite website, Nintendo Age. This was a Canadian find. The user's name is Why Not Zoidberg, which is a funny.
It's a good name
with a nice pixel. So they bought $100 lot of Nintendo games. Sounds like it was from like an app, like I guess like Let It Go, one of those sort of things. And he went over and he bought a lot of Nintendo games and realized as he was going that Stadium Events was part of it, and got this in a lot for $100. This is one of those finds that you dream about happening, that you hear about. It happened with that guy that Nintendo Age hated a few years ago that found it at a yard sale. He did the video and they went after him thinking it was always fake, it was made up. No, he found it at a yard sale. It can happen.
Yeah, still. It can. And every time it happens, people are always like, well, that's the end of that. And it's like, no, it's going to happen again.
It's going to happen again. I mean, and again until it's like 100 years old or 80 years old. Like with Golden Age comics, you don't hear about people finding Golden Age comics anymore because not only have those people died that own them, but their grandkids are dead. So by the time it passes hands at least once or twice, you kind of know what you have. You kind of figure out what you have. When was the last time a big Golden Age, a lot of comics has been found in someone's like basement or attic? It doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, someone in their 30s is not going to just randomly take grandma's comic collection and throw it out on a table for a garage sale without looking into it these days.
But they might. I mean, if a grandma had it from, it's possible, but I haven't heard of it. But for these games are only 30 years old. So it's these people, the original owners, are now selling them. When they're 10 years old, getting Stadium Events for some god awful reason. When they're 40, they're getting rid of a lot on eBay. So he said that I guess other people were blowing it up at the time when he was trying to negotiate, and he just sort of said, "Yeah, I don't have to test them. Just give me the games and I'll go." Which of course is what you're gonna do, because I'm surprised though that like someone didn't like call or say, "I'll offer you like $500 or $1,000 for this," in order to get it. He got it for what the people wanted, $100.
Yeah.
Here, it's kind of like a, it's like an amazing sort of story that happens here. Anything else to add here, Ian?
No, I mean, there's not a whole lot to say about it. The guy said he sold it immediately, put it on eBay, and honestly, I probably would do the same.
Oh, is it on eBay already?
Well, no. One of the responses says he's sending it to eBay immediately. I don't know if he actually did or not.
Same events, fake one, fake one, fake one, fake one, fake one, pal, fake one. Here's one that's complete for $75,000 or best offer. I don't see it on eBay yet. I see the Stadium Events NES Spiel sehr gut complete in box, German one, German Stadium Events. It's not up yet here. He had some more details in the Nintendo Age thread, which will be linked here. And why can't I easily navigate the thread here? What's going on here? Why are the buttons not on the bottom? He responded to it. Get there. It was like 10 to 15 minutes after the person saw the ad. It sounds like it was pretty quick. Because obviously, I want to see the original picture now. I want to see the original picture of the ad. I wish that was available. I want to see if it was like tucked away in the corner, and then obviously once you see it, you're like, "Holy shit, is this a joke?"
No, he said he noticed it when he was in his car on the way over. He was already in the car on the way over when he noticed that there was a Stadium Events in there.
So maybe it wasn't the main picture. It was like a secondary, maybe, or just like, who cares? It's a sports game, so why take a picture of it, put it up front? He said it was like a Contra and a Battletoads there. Battletoads alone, you got to rush over and get that right. That peach of a game. What was that? Is that like a $20 game now? Battletoads?
Probably.
Something like that. It's come down a little bit.
We don't see it super often. I think we sell it for $20.25.
$20.25. Here. All right. Anything else going on? Here's the picture. In the thread, there's a picture of this. The main pick. Here it is. It was added. So the first main pick. This is why the main pick was an NES. The red orange zapper and 2 controllers on top. That's the first picture here. Picture 2. There was a 191 Pirate multi-cart, a Contra, a Battletoads, a Track and Field 2, a Galaga, a Top Secret Episode, woo! Super Mario Duck Hunt, Othello, Taboo. That's a weird mix of games.
How far down
Winter
was
games.
it? I don't see it.
It's second row, second.
second
Ice
page.
Hockey, Star Tropics. This is the most Bugs Bunny, Crazy Castle, Final Fantasy. The most eclectic mix of games. Like that's a good mix of games. And for Stadium Events to be thrown in there is really odd, especially if there was no Power Pad or Family Fun Fitness Pad in the lot here.
Or anything else.
That's really weird. That is weird when you see something like that. It almost is a joke. But that's why maybe he was able to get it. It wasn't the main picture. You figure why not put the console with the games? That's on page 3 if you see that. Or
I
page,
don't see the picture at all on page 2 or page 1.
It's on page 4. Sorry, page 4. It's like 4 posts down on page 4 there. So there you have it. That's really interesting there. Right there, the pictures. This is a lot. Isn't it hilarious that such a collectible treasure is just lying there looking snug between Ice Hockey and Taboo? Well, because they're both better games. Even Taboo's a better game than Stadium Events. So that's why it's sitting there. Yeah, I think it's something that I would probably have to I probably would glance over it at first, gloss over something like that, and then I have to look back and say, what was that? And then like zoom in on it to get that. Some of the games have looks like the Super Mario Duck Hunt has a barcode on it. So I'm guessing this might have been a collector that just compiled this stuff and didn't realize the value might have gone up in 20 years. To get these mixed games. There is a Family Fun Fitness version of Athletic World there.
Oh, okay.
So this person did have
That makes sense then.
did have the Family Fun Fitness pad. Whoever originally had these games had the fitness pad.
That's not so weird then.
Back in '87 when they sold it for like 6 months, or less, depending upon your information you might get from an NES Punk video with me and Ian hitting each other in the ground for a Stadium Events cart.
Oh yeah, there's that.
That was fun, Ian. You were still in pain. I'm sorry. Sorry, I got a couple shots in you for real there. Put a couple of New Japan forearms I put to you.
A little sore. A little sore.
All right, so there you go. I think it's a fun story that the stuff still is found here. Some people feel bad about the original seller not knowing what they have. That's sort of the risk of putting this stuff up on here.
Yeah.
So all right. Well, just don't tell them they can feel bad. I wonder if someone called. You know what you just sold? Yeah. All right.